The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go! 50, plant! Topper! Take go!
First carry for Darius Geis. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit,
Now a handoff. Geis going right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play in that situation.
2nd and 13. Connects here with a tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
We got double up. Check. Lucky. Check, hot route. Hot. He's crashing. He's checking crash. 6 guys. Go.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On the ready. General West. You better bring it.
A first carry for Wendell Smallwood. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
90 Wolf. Go.
Check. Watch 54.
On second down, Smallwood. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. He was searching for a lane, but on that play, everything closed very fast.
Yeah, so far, the one-on-one stuff up front, trying to block those big men, not really working too well. I'm thinking maybe some traps, maybe some sweeps to get them moving. That might help out a little bit to try and find some room to run.
It's complete to Williams. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. On 4th down, Lawrence. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
Redskins first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Ready? 70, Indy.
54 Mike. I'm coming for you. You mine.
Now.
Throwing on 1st down, Lawrence. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 8. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
King now to throw on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. From the gun, King. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
And a Cowboy first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Now they try the right side here. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready, and above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
Down. 8, read.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
X3. 218. Chop it. Yes, yes. Let's go.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Charlie.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 56.
Get it.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. He's got it to Williams. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the 1st down. Drive 1 is that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh. 6-6. Pull it high. Yep.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Check 15. Check 15.
Go.
Geis with the carry on second down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Hey!
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
You must be dreaming.
Mike's 50.
On first and 10, Lawrence going right side here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 9.
On first down, Lawrence to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's it, baby.
Intended for Jeremy Sprinkle. Incomplete. Byron Jones on the coverage.
We go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Go.
Throwing again, Lawrence. Got his man, it's Williams. Williams loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. So a little breathing room now. First and 10 at the 17. A first down carry by Elliott. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career, and Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Now a handoff looking right. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And some room to roam now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. So they opted to run the ball there on third down on their side of the field.
I wonder if that was a called play, or did he check into it? And if he did, that took a lot of guts, because on his own side of the field, an obvious passing down, decides to run the football, and they pick up the first down. Give that man a ton of credit.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Let's get it.
To throw is King. Off the play fake. And able to find Alan Lazard. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Here's King, operating from the gun. This to Jarwin, and he'll get nothing out of that one. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Redskins are going to get it at the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd and 1. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Chad Williams, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Lawrence. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. Intended that time for Cooper.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe 1 completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Now. Switch. Alert flare.
Greystone, travel. Hey, echo.
Shoot. Check 3.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check that. Go.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Come on,
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
I got it. Mike's 54. Mike's 50.
Hey, high 7.
Switch it.
Go.
Yeah, switch it.
Protein spill.
54.
To throw again, Lawrence. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19.
Small.
1st and 10.
5.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Jeremy Sprinkle, incomplete.
That's it, baby.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Team 6.
I can't believe they even let you play. 56.
Go.
56 is the Mike. I got him. Mike's 56.
Hey, Delta.
56.
Hey, D-line.
Throwing again, Lawrence. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Strip the ball.
Shoot.
A final shot before break. Lawrence to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Jeremy Sprinkle, incomplete. It's 2nd down and goal at the 5-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
They're on 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Set, ready. 6 yards. He's scared. Check point 3. Look, 6 3.
On second down, Elliott. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Again, it's Elliott. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It's easy work. It's coming again.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third.
Mike 8. Double dog. That's the way. Mike 8. Watch the run.
Back to throw. King going for the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Taking it about the 16. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Here's Love again. And he's got some space here. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Throwing on 1st down. Lawrence. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. General West. Check 99. Check 99.
A give to Smallwood out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down. To throw on third down, Lawrence. This one complete to Smallwood. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Wendell Smallwood, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, being on the second half, no matter what. Well, those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
I got you, boy.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
Back at the 42.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
King looking to throw on second down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Now King throwing on fourth down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. On third down, Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Love. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the fourth.
70, Indy. 5.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The end result, 21 yards. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
And they're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage.
Pull it high.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, Geis. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Hey, orbit.
From the gun, Lawrence. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
A 25-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This will be taken in at the 1.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check it back, check it back.
Second and 11. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
King now. Off play action. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Looking to throw. King. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Slam, slam, slam.
To throw is King. From the gun, he'll throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Here's King. Going to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 3rd and long. King. Going to throw right side here. Complete. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. King throwing on 4th down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jonathan Allen. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey! We want it. Come to my world. Check Greystone travel.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. He'll have a first down past the 40. They finally do get him down, but we've got penalty flags on the field as well, and they might get 15 more out of this. The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. It's Geis on the counter. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Here we go, G. Mike's 5-4, Mike.
Hey, Zoo. Go.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Complete. Richardson has it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this fight? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Hey, check my... Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense. 5.
To throw again, Lawrence. And he's got his man on the out route. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This from 54 yards away. And that will line up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker.